Oh, yeah, thanks. We didn't have Kellis remind. Thanks, Withers.
5, 5.
Alright, here we go.
4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1.
Oh, and kill him at the same time. Ops.
More playthings.
Arrow will be at the first special.
Spread.
Oh, and ignore the ad until he becomes the other ad, and then we'll kill it. I'll put a skull up when it's actually ready to be killed. Up top with a skull. So.
Yeah, don't hit
Range
it until
spread up.
Rose says to hit it.
Yeah. Name change it. I'll try to look at what it is.
Let fear take control.
Spread.
Sorry. So if you had a green circle, you wanted to be in those purple circles that time. Okay, ad is up. Ad is ready. Corporeal shadow. So when it says corporeal shadow, we can hit it.
Barrier.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, it was also... I could have come up sooner. Would that have been better? Probably.
Yeah, probably. I just don't know that overlapping with the ad is the best.
I know, that's why I waited. But then we were...
Yeah.
At this.
I'm gonna trade this off to somebody.
Yeah. Vincent also needs somebody to trade it off. So Contessa's a bit behind at the moment. You're coming in.
Spread.
Succumb to the jaw.
I'm gonna take it to the purple totem.
Yep, green circles go in the purple. Ignore
Sorry,
the
I
ad
got
for
somebody
barrier
else
coming in.
for it.
Not the sleepy thing, though.
Barrier, barrier, barrier. Ignore the other ad for now, because he's just not the real ad yet.
Range 5.
Horror grips you.
Barrier circles coming in. Can you come here?
Interrupt. Range 5.
Adds up.
Roach, are you melee right now? Okay, adds up.
Special coming. Interrupt 2.
Finish off the ad while we look for people here. I don't see anyone.
Got 2 votes for Gim.
Okay, Gim, so let's murder Gim. And I'll see one on either Balder or Roach. Make sure we don't
I
just
see
kill
Balder.
people random. Okay, I was gonna say, make sure we don't just kill people randomly, please. Balder and Gim both need somebody to take their
Spread.
clouds.
Well, thank you, Court. Got you.
Okay, clear on the purple swirlies. Remember, green circles go in the purple circles. Not the sleepy circles, the ones around people.
Barrier.
Barrier. Murder barrier.
Watch out for green things going everywhere.
Here, I got it from you.
Ads ripe.
Right. Interrupt it, please. Your circles up.
Special coming.
Darkness.
Storm. A little extra love on Mal'Ganis. I mean, violent love, obviously.
Right. Storm ending.
Spread.
Come get yours, Elle, in 2 seconds. Okay, ignore it.
Let fear take control.
Somebody needs to take Nalu's. Watch green.
Spread.
Barrier up somewhere. Whoever is
behind
purging it,
them.
can we say it out loud? I'm missing it because there's so much chaos. Add up. It's ripe.
Interrupt 2.
Fear take control.
Your circles.
Special coming.
No one.
And then we're gonna have the
Interrupt
special thing. Watch the green though. Needs some second votes. We have Elle has 2 votes.
I see.
Vincent has 2 votes.
Yeah, Vincent.
Okay, so let's do Vincent. Get a third, likely L, then. Punch L quick. And don't kill them a second time. Remember, don't kill Vincent a second time. He's already
Stop
been killed.
killing me!
We got one wrong. It's not gone away.
I am asleep and I have a poo circle I do not want.
Defensives, because this is
FYI.
gonna murder us all very terribly. We had it wrong. We had it wrong.
Spread.
The gloom
Somebody needs to
rises.
take Gim's cloud.
I could find Gim. Got it. I got it. I got it.
Let fear take control.
A fitting end.
It just lasts for forever, so that's probably not
Right.
gonna go well for us. We can probably just fall over and try again. Yeah, Matt. Oh, never mind. We could get a res on a healer, so I don't have to run back. But not bad for the first try.
A fitting.
That must be the Shatter Mind tick.
Yep, yep. That's because we didn't get the ones for it wasn't Elle and it wasn't Vincent. I don't know who wasn't seeing the things, but we got it wrong.
Dead already. Barely.
Yeah, if you don't see it, don't vote it.
Yep.
Quartz, it's a little suspicious that you're alive.
Promise it wasn't me. It's actually, Balder, I think, put a soul stone.
Yes.
It's his fault.
Well, that makes more sense. I was gonna be like, okay, whatever you say, Shaggy.
See what you did there, and I appreciate it.
I'm old. What can I say? Although, also, like, definitely should not have been singing that song when I was 13. I'm just saying.
Sorry, which song?
Wasn't me.
Song, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, another song where the lyrics aren't really what you
Fair
think they
test.
are.
Yeah. Right, make sure you redo your food, re-get your lock rock. Questions before we go again. We were starting to get the hang of the green circles, so remember we want to make the purple circles come more towards the middle, not just away from the melee, because most of the ranged are kind of in the center. So if you just take it away from the bosses and put it on the edge, it's hard for the people with the green circles to get to it. So if possible, bring them into the middle. Ah, that's funny, Nalu. So make sure we're getting the green circles and the purple circles, and then watch for people who have high stack. Try to call out the barrier if you're the one who's purging it, because I've missed it multiple times. Because there's a lot going on in this fight. And then when we get to the Among Us phase, spread out. Only vote if you can actually see, and hopefully we'll get 3 votes for people. Hate this fight. Just missing NASA.
Five, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
You cannot escape death.
Okay, spread out.
Spread.
The gloom rises.
Ignore ad.
Barrier?
Sleepy Circle.
Let fear take control.
Spread.
I took yours, Jim. Sorry, Kim, I didn't mean to murder you.
Intellect 1.
I mean, I did.
Add
Adds
up.
up.
Range 5. Special coming 2.
Darkness.
I'm gonna take Baldur's after this. That'd be helpful. Also, Nasa.
Thanks, Withers.
And Kaorans. I'll come take Nasus here in 4 seconds.
Grips you.
Nope, we're gonna have pure circles. Clear your circles.
Succumb to the jar.
Norad. Dodge green.
Range 5.
Circle on me.
Range 5.
I get it.
Spread. Range 5.
Barrier.
Range 5.
Take control.
Clear. Get those green things in the thing. We want them to go away. It is always priority number 1. Don't want lots of the green ones.
Green
Add
going
up.
through melee.
Special coming.
Among Us.
Finish off the ad, please. And stay stationary here. Who do we see? Who do we see? 1 vote for Court.
I see Tuscan with one.
Okay.
I see quartz.
L and quartz.
Okay, so that's L. All of the ones for Court.
Alright,
And
where they
2
go?
votes for L.
I see Gimrak too.
Don't kill Quartz again. He's been killed once.
Oh.
Try it. If it's not L, we'll get
I see Grim.
him. Woo! That was close. Coming to get your circle there again. Somebody else got it. Cool.
Somebody probably should.
Get L up.
Spread.
Nalu, where's Nalu?
Extra on Mal'Ganis. He's gonna kill this next time. I'm asleep.
Your circles. Ignore it.
We like have way more melee than usual.
That or people are standing too close. Very hard to tell.
Okay, well, whatever. If it's not just melee, we could stand further away. I really like it.
Spread.
Somebody take Quartz's.
Let fear take control.
Ad is up.
Barrier's about to be up also.
Clear.
Interrupt 2. Special coming.
To darkness.
Swarm. And barrier.
Interrupt
Barrier
two.
first, obviously.
If barrier wasn't having to go off just yet, we should wait till we finish the ad in the future.
No, it was a timing
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Should have done it sooner. Moving around the stupid sleep things. 'Cause
Yep.
Spread.
Succumb to the jar.
Need somebody to take L's
Let fear
and Quartz's and Nalu.
control.
Clear him. Clear him. Clear him. Gotta
Barrier.
make sure we get them in there so that they clear. Dodd,
Spread.
get the berry.
Dead already.
We toss a
Res on
thing on
transgress?
L.
Oh, thing on L and
No.
call it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Too many green things and they're just too much.
Special
Alright,
coming.
fall over. Stand in the poop. Murder everyone!
If you guys all die, I can res you.
Murder each other. Everybody die. So I think we really need to focus on dodging the green and clearing the green. There's a lot of times when the green is up and people aren't clearing their circles. Yep.
So
What
be,
Nalu said.
be aware of the fact that you have green.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on your stacks. When they reach about 8, maybe call for somebody to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And see when there's a call that the purple
Kale.
circle is up, move to it.
And you need to have some spatial awareness of where other people are, because I watched 15 people put a green circle on someone who had just cleared their circle.
Yeah.
Might be a good time for friendly nameplates.
Well, and there is, so the debuff that you get when you get rid of it it lasts about 4 to 5 seconds. So like if you accidentally get it, just wait 4 seconds and then give it back to the person who gave it to you. Yes, I want the fear circles to go to the center. Not everybody is actually managing it. And it's more important they get out of the melee, but to the center-ish, or at least away from the melee, but towards the center would be really helpful, because about half the time we're not clearing because people aren't moving, but half the time people are moving but not able to get where they can get to clear it, so. Jeeves is up if anybody actually needs to repair.
So if you have the big, giant, purple swirly, move to the center-ish.
Yep. Because you want to have, because if you're standing there and you've got your purple circle has 2 sleepy circles in it, you're going to get 2 people in that max, and we have 8 circles to clear. We're not going to be able to clear them all. Yes, small purple circle bad, big purple circle good, unless you don't have a green thing.
And maybe everybody should not stand around the purple circles.
Yes, so when the fear circle comes up and you don't have a green circle, move away so that people can get to it. Or just know that they're going to run through you and you're going to get the circle and you need to move in, because that's what's going to happen. Alright, I think once we can get the green thing under control, we'll be good. Eat the food. It was better that time, it just has a lot of room for improvement still.
Once you got all that mastered, then make sure you don't let those green blobs walk through you.
So every time those purple fear circles come up, there's going to be blobs of green. So every time fear circles come up, or I say clear, or whatever the heck man just come out of my mouth that's like that, look at your feet. Just missing nobody. We are ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.
I have toyed with you long enough.
Spread out range.
Spread.
The gloom rises.
A barrier.
Let fear
Right here.
control.
Clear.
Spread.
Dodge green. Kill ad.
Range 5.
God damn it.
Oh shit, I fucking got a thing through me.
Okay, I got it. Nope, somebody else got it.
Coming.
To darkness.
Hey, here comes Harry. Come get yours, Nasa. Somebody needs to get Kaorns and Quartz. Here's in 2. Get ready to clear.
Let fear take control.
Spread.
Succumb to the dark.
Make sure if your green comes off that you can move out of the circle. Want dodge green? Ignore ad for now.
Barrier.
Yep. Barrier quick.
Range
Barrier,
5.
barrier, barrier.
I don't know where the fuck. There it is. Couldn't find it.
Horror grips you.
And then ad. Clear.
Interrupt
Out of the way.
2.
Coming.
Dodge green.
Interrupt 3. Special coming.
Okay. They spread out. Votes. 1 vote for Totem.
Tome.
2 votes for
Grim.
Totem.
Or Gim.
Okay, so Totem. We are positive about Totem and we are good on Gim. Don't kill Totem
Don't kill
again.
him. Yep.
Sorry, that was not an intentional pillar of fire.
Perfect. Alright, spread back out. The green stuff coming in.
The gloom rises.
Clear. Stop moving. Yep, perfect. Ignore it.
Barrier.
It's the by his butt.
Butt barrier.
Wish I had that someday. Sorry, really inappropriate. Really sorry. Okay, fear coming in.
Take control.
Clear your stuff. And we'll kill the ad in about 5 seconds.
Special coming.
Dodge green. Dodge the green. Few seconds, we'll switch to the ad now. Gonna spread back out.
Interrupt T. Spread.
Succumb to the dark.
Let fear take control.
Clear. Nice moving out of the way for people that time. Barrier.
Oh, just kidding, I didn't do it. But somebody else could.
Yep, we're good now. Barrier. Dodge the greens. Got a bunch back that time. So. Gonna switch to the ad here in just a second. The ad's ready.
Let fear take control.
Special coming.
Infiltration.
Clear. Finish off the ad first while we're voting.
Watch out for green still.
Yep. I see 1 vote for NASA. Anyone else see anybody?
NASA 3.
Okay. No, it's NASA.
Kaurin
Aaron has 1 vote. Surtur has.
Min has 2.
and Nira.
That's too many people. Oh god! Oh my god, you can get knocked off.
Can we get a res on Sheen? Probably not. Ah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. They spread out with the green.
Oh shit, sorry, I have a thing on me now. You go charging through. Sorry.
Barrier up.
Take control.
Fear clears.
Spread.
Dodge. Dodge, 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 dodge.
Range 5. Special coming.
To darkness.
Pain and suffering. Oh, where's Touchy? I'm gonna save you with Touchy.
Can someone get my... Never mind.
Don't forget Lacra. Adds up. Somebody needs to take Nalu circle.
Take control.
Spread.
Clear? We can clear.
The blue light.
Then just keep these guys even here. Dodge the green. Ignore ad for now. Off your totem.
A barrier.
Okay, barrier up. Swap to barrier. Nice job on the barrier. Clear. Infiltration of Dread here in a second. Adds
Very
up.
annoying.
Switch ad. No. Only have to do it one more time. Good. Kill the ad though.
Interrupt 3.
Kill the kill the dust. Oh dear.
Why would you
Hi.
just click?
Hate that boss so much. I didn't know that you can kill them when you're in the middle of the dread thing, but it didn't go off when I thought it was gonna go
No,
off.
it didn't. That was weird, but I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Absolutely.
Good job, guys. Once we dealt with the green, it was much more successful. Way to go.
Yeah, apparently we hadn't really grokked the importance of that. Because then it was like, bam.
Can anybody share their quest for the boss kill?
I just completed it because it came up on the
I
side.
know, I did too, but then a new one came up, but I couldn't accept it because somebody opened trade with me and it disappeared.
I can.
Why didn't?
I don't think you can share it.
Yeah, it's not shareable.
Well, that sucks. Where do I pick it up then?
I
Probably
think
just have to
you
go to Orbos.
to turn in the old one before you can pick up again.
I know, I was able to turn in mine.
It just came up on the side as a turn in.
Well, we can clear trash.
Oh, it didn't let me turn in.
Oh, mine turned in because I have the item in my bags.
I guess maybe
we could summon you back from Ouroboros and see if we can get it so you get credit for the jailer.
look in your quest log to see if it just auto-accepted it for you.
Maybe. What's it under?
I don't know, I couldn't find it.
Raid.
Turning the wheel. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, cool.
Occasionally Blizzard does smart things.
Yeah.
I think they accidentally don't do stupid things.
Thank you guys, I found it.
So I found that out that you don't actually have to accept call-ins. You have to click on the person, then you can just run away from them.
I didn't know that. Spread out.
I have to say, I much preferred the, here's your zone that you have to do it, you don't have to go someplace to pick it the fuck up.
Yeah, I did too. Because then it's, like, there's been a couple of times where it was the calling of the day and I didn't know it before I left, and so then I had to go back, and it was just annoying.
If it's not annoying, is it even WoW?
I mean...
Such a grumpy old
We must hold
I mean, he is, though.
Champions, take the fight to the jailer.
Not that
You're
old.
old.
You're not that old, but you act like a grumpy old man.
I'd be less grumpy if y'all get off my goddamn lawn!
I don't know, the day you were angry about the dungeons. Pretty hilarious.
Wow, it was stupid!
Just the intensity level and the length of time. That was quality.
Withers and I are a perfect example of the saying about opposites.
Yeah.
Because opposites attract.
Alright.
So I have gear for you once you make it back here.
Yep. Julio.
It was Paula Abdul that coined that phrase, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Showing your age.
Never mind, it won't let me trade it.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, that's kind of the shitty part
It
about
thinks
some of
it
these
knows best.
Yeah. Alright, make sure you refresh your lock rocks. Okay, 3 phases. Phase 1, we are going to stay loosely spread around the various marks. Okay, so remember these holes, don't fall into them on accident. So we're going to stay loosely spread around Skull to start here. When we get the bombs in phase 1, each person with a bomb is going to go into the hole. On normal, it doesn't really matter. On heroic, it's always with about 2 seconds left. So if you want to practice, practice. You should not go in the same hole. However, going in the same hole at the same time is better than not going in a hole. But 3 people will get it, so we can fill these 3 holes around the mark. That is the goal. If you can't quite manage that, please fill a hole where we have been, not where we are going. So, if you're at Skull, do it behind Skull closer to green. Once we're at Red X, if there's one still near Skull that you can do that, but try not to push ahead. And we're just going to go around. So once we do the movement at Skull, we'll move towards Red X, and then orange, then purple, then moon, then green. Stay spread out when we get the little circles. We are going to stack on the tanks when the tank thing happens. It's a circle. It smashes the tanks a lot. And then when we get the sucky in thing, we're going to run to red. At red, we are going to get immediately a set of bombs again. Those bombs, when they go in the hole, are going to leave pillars. We use those pillars to line of sight the boss when he is doing his not nice thing. What is it called? Rune of... No, the rune is the bomb.
The domination thing.
Domination thing, yeah. That thing. If you're not blocking line of sight, you're going to get mind controlled and then we have to murder you. So, make sure you are getting behind the pillar for those. We're basically going to repeat all that. I'm going to use my speed totem on the first chain thing. I don't remember who was doing the one at orange. We were doing a druid roar on the third one. Does anybody remember who was doing the second one?
It was either Nalo or Gem, depending on who had it talented. Or Deaxis. But he's not.
Oh, Deaxis isn't here. So if we could get one of the shamans to take it, that'd be good. I don't care who. Okay. Do you need a book now? Okay.
We heard from Daxus.
No, I saw him on a few days ago, but I haven't heard anything recently. I could poke him. When we get to phase 2 is when we've closed all the holes. In phase 2, what was the same symbol, basically, I mean, it's not really the same symbol, it looks the same symbol, which is the glowy blue thing over your head, is going to actually mind control you. So you are going to want to stack up near the center of the room, not in that thing that is Azeroth, that's actually a hole, but with your other partner, who is going to get mind controlled, close to the center, hopefully with the boss in front of you, so that you run through the boss. Shamans, don't forget the shaman trick where you can do your fear totem before you get mind controlled and you will be unmind controlled. Everyone else, we will need to slow, stun, and murder very quickly as they make a break for the edge really, really fast and jump over it. Don't be in the swirly circle. Try to follow the tanks around so they don't die. When we get to phase 3.
Shit gets real.
Shit does get real. So we're going to get the domination things on 2 people. We need to make 2 groups and stack in those 2 groups, not venning, but people in each group, so it splits it. And then we need to heal off the purple brain debuff. Break chains. When the defile happens, if you have DBM, it yells danger, danger. So I'll say defile soon, and then when it pops up, I will definitely say danger, danger. So the defile is a black puddle on the ground. If you are in it for a tick, it will grow bigger, which means you're still in it, which means it will grow bigger, and it's all just bad and we'll all die. So we should be loosely spread before it comes out, and then when it comes out, he'll kind of turn to chuck it at the floor, move away from that spot. And we'll harrow in that third phase.
Keep moving till you're comfortably out of the way.
Yep, and the torments, which are the circles around you in that third phase, are going to spawn ads. Or is that only on heroic?
That's heroic.
Oh, cool. Huh. Don't worry about it. But we want to try to practice getting used to being close to people, venting, but not onto the people. Okay? Let's try. Let's see what happens.
Did you just verb a ven?
I can verb anything.
Everyone's ready, Cheney.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.
Loosely spread. Bombs in 5. 3 holes around skull are the ones we are aiming for with our bombs. Boulder, Ed, Hachi. And everybody else can stack on tanks because that's what's going to be next. Oh, and run up the creations. Fun time. Oh, that's a weird timing for that.
Right? That's what I was, because I was like, I felt like it was time for me to move, but the circles hadn't happened, I thought.
Stack in the thingies.
Yeah. Then I thought I just missed it.
Okay, cool. Shit. Well. They stack. Say the timings are a tad different. That's fun. Fun. Alright, get ready to hide.
Our favorite.
Hide. I really hate it when they change the timings from normal
So
to
much.
heroic. Whatever. Good doing it live.
It's different
Creation.
from regular normal too.
Yep.
Old normal.
Yeah. Bombs.
Absent.
Oak.
And we didn't get.
And we're gonna spread after. And then we're gonna stack. Yep, it's all weird.
Yep,
Just
I
gonna
don't
do our
like it.
best. Just gonna do our best. Chain soon. Do this one 'cause it's the first one, I think.
Run.
You got him, Jenny?
Careful of the holes.
Find shelter.
Hide.
Absent.
Line of sight. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a bad time to do that.
Take combo.
Stack. Bombs. Chaos!
This timing is so uncomfortable.
Yep. It's
I
alright.
know, it's crazy.
It's like
Spread out
everyone.
for torment.
Somebody moved everything in your house 1 inch over.
Spread.
That's what it's like. Spread out. Think bombs are soon. Get to 1. There's a lot more over to the moon side now. But then we're gonna have Creation Spark here in just a second. Let's group for the tank combo. And then we can do the Dispel Vincent.
Absent.
Good.
Find shelter.
Hide. I don't like it. Transition soon.
Phase 2.
Don't be on a hole. Even if it's not currently a hole.
Correct.
Special coming.
Knockback. Avoid the blue swirly. Dispel Corpse.
Absent.
Then we'll spread. So that gives you a speed buff. Careful you don't bump into a hole.
Embarrassing.
Mind control coming in. Make sure those 2 people are at the center, near the boss.
But most importantly, together.
Yep. Then murder their faces. Slow stun, etc.
Me,
Sorry,
please
Jenny,
get the one.
Creation Spark is soon. Should be good to dispel.
Absent.
And soak, 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 soak.
Special coming.
Knockback.
I should have gotten the other one. Oh well.
Yeah, I messed up my first pylon
Alright.
chain.
No worries.
My DBM must be off because it was way past. I'm like, man, I missed the pylon,
Yeah.
and then walked away and it went off.
Mind control and 8. Oh, mind control near the center, through the bot. Nope. Murder them.
Special coming.
Knock back.
Absent.
Nice. Soak the sparks. Spread out.
I believe we'll transition this
Okay.
next few seconds.
Yeah. Watch the holes.
Phase 3.
Bring it back to heroic. My goodness.
Except this is different from what it was on normal too, so I'm not convinced that would be any better.
I think Heroic's going to be a shit show too.
Uncomfortable.
Yep. All right. Phase 3. So we will hero here. And do all the new mechanics.
It cannot save you.
Torment, so spread.
Hey, but no ads.
Yep.
Special coming.
Knockback, and then we want to be between the boss and the center to soak the Azeroth line. Find my green thing. Be in this line. Everyone, every single person helps us save Azeroth. You don't want her to die, do you? What's up? Defile soon, range spread. Danger, danger. Out, 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 out. Nice. Group soaks, move into the feet. 2 groups. No Ven. Lots of heals.
Watch out for that defile.
Yeah. Don't back up. Patient sparks coming in. Good. Bellatachi.
Special
I knew that was gonna happen.
Shit.
Nope, don't stand in it.
stand in it.
Stand in it. Okay, good.
I
Okay.
was trying. I thought I was on the edge, but it was not the edge.
Defile, danger,
They're
danger.
bigger than they look.
Yeah.
Just gonna move over to. Oh fuck! I'm not.
Make sure you're not in the defile. Don't be in the defile. Let's switch sides here after that.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Moon here.
Okay.
All of it past Moon, really.
Okay.
What? Why'd it go away?
Is that on normal?
I guess.
Works.
The first one.
Surtur move in, and then we can dispel Surtur.
Special coming.
Guess I time out now.
Okay, dispel Surtur. So,
Soak, soak.
Danger, danger.
danger, danger.
Soak.
Groups. Everyone in them, so we split. Big heal.
The defile also didn't spread that quickly.
No, the defile this time did not.
No.
Alright.
Hey, an offhand, finally.
Man, I can't believe stupid open house kept me from my slime cat.
You'll get it.
So lame.
It is so lame. So, for people who don't have your slime cat, if you're missing bosses from Nathria, if you have not already, shoot me a message, either in-game or in Discord, so that I can make sure we get those bosses next week. It is almost break time, so let's go out, do loot, and reset the heroic. And do loot. Oh, go on break and then do heroic. That's what I meant to say.
Where
Sorry.
does the slime cat come from?
It's the reward for doing all of the fated bosses on normal.
Stuff.
Yep.
What do you search for? Because I don't see it.
Bigglesworth Sr.
I didn't miss a boss, did I?
Is it a pet?
Oh, it's a mount. So look in your mount and type in
Jiggle.
Yes.
I heard Biggle.
No, Jiggle. Like Mr. Jiggles.
Oh, I heard Biggle also. I was
That money don't.
Sports. Anybody else have loot they don't want or need from the first half here?
Hopefully the next time we're here, my internet won't be such a jerk.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I felt so bad last time, Vincent. However, as we are
I mean, I
doing
went
here,
back and got the kills in
that's
Raid
good.
Finder, but they don't count for the.
They don't count for the slime cap. We'll be back next 3 weeks from now, so nobody else has loot they don't want or need? Okay, hold on here. Only have one piece. It is this piece. I don't actually know what item level it is. And I know it's for shamans, but I don't know what else.
It's 285.
Thanks.
And
And
Phantom
it's-
Paladin.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? What is that? A shoulder?
Shoulder?
Paladin and Shaman.
Anyone else? Alright, looks like Gim is the big ol' winner. Except that he's not near me, so just remind me so that I don't forget. Alright, I'm going to switch the raid difficulty to Heroic. We will go on a quick 7-minute break, and we will come back and do... Should we do the first boss, and then do it? Is anybody still here? I really appreciate it, Tess.
It's nice of them to put it out right there.
Yeah.
Some of the guys are kind of fast.
Kind of cute.
And
So
then
if you didn't get your slime cat because internet or parent teacher conferences or I don't remember what else other people had to do, so they missed some bosses, I will look or let me know which bosses you're missing, and we will get it the next time it comes around. 100%.
It's all bosses in what?
On normal for Fated, so it's all of the Fated bosses in Castle Nathria, all of the Fated bosses in Sanctum, all of the Fated bosses in here. Yeah, normal or higher. So for like next week when we do Castle Nathria, we're going to do Heroic on Tuesday and Thursday, and then when we get to the weekend, we'll do whatever bosses we missed for people, and for the week 10 count. So.
Is that an achievement or a quest?
Achievement. There is a quest to kill 30 Fated bosses. That one you can do on LFR if you miss a kill and still get the kill count for it because it doesn't differentiate difficulties. I'm going to put the break timer on.
What is the name of the achievement?
The achievement is Fates of the Shadowlands Raids. Nalu just linked it. If anybody missed it, I did put up the break timer.
I'm missing a bunch of them.
Checking to see who is back.
Where the fuck is quartz?
Anybody else need a flask for second half? Type 1. Don't think everyone was paying attention. I was not paying attention.
Add. Cheney.
No one else needs a flask for second half? Can we
Should
get...
only be like 5 or 6 people.
Okay, we should be good. Can we get one of our warlocks inside to set up a summon stone so we can invite some of the people who skedaddled on break? Oh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry, thank you.
Oh. If you're gonna do that, I'm gonna run back to Oribos real fast.
Yep.
I feel like it's not going to be very fast if you're running.
Well, and I have to give Quartz his pot first, or his flask first.
So I have that trinket that you add some rune to yourself, but it does something bad at the same time. How do you take it off you when you have rune on? I've put like 4 on. I can't get any of them off.
I assume
You have
right
to
click it.
use the trinket another time.
Every time I use it, it just
it
adds another
stacks
one.
up to 5. And then after 5, it actually you click it. I think the 6th one clears everything and gives you something. Because we were using, that was a big Death Knight trinket for a while too. Where?
That's awesome and terrible at the same time. 30k
Alright.
damage.
Everyone inside.
I don't.
We will face whatever comes.
I'm out of range.
I'll murder yourself.
It's too far away. I need a target.
I'm not a tank.
You
Definitely
almost
not.
killed Rogue, Quartz.
I was saw my life flash before my eyes there.
How was that Quartz's fault?
He pulled me back.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, I found myself surrounded by enemies.
That wasn't an accident.
I am going to need one volunteer to run the red X orb back to the door. I can do the other two. Refresh them lock rocks.
I'm waiting for my UI to reload.
Okay. I'm sure it's going to be a one-shot.
I can put down the other feast then.
Sure. Less confident about the next one. So.
Actually, do the bosses count for like normal or higher? So if you did it on heroic, they would count too.
Yes, that is very true.
So if we can somehow get and kill Sausage, I'd get my slime cat.
Oh, you're just missing sausage.
And this boss.
Remember that the tanks, since it's heroic, have to stay outside of the swirly bop, so try to make sure you're letting them get aggro rather than pulling things into the swirly circle, because then they're not going to take any damage, and that slows us down an awful lot. Interrupt the medium talls. We're always going to stay out of the swirlies, take the de-resolution out of the group, and be in the safety circle when the exposed core goes off. when we get to phase 2, take your debuff out. And you'll drop 5 little gold geometric things on the ground, run through it, back to safe day. When we get to the final phase, we will, and all the other things that look exactly like that, avoid those 2. We will harrow at that 15% mark and stack. Question. Other than, did anybody volunteer to do my red X ball? I swear it's not that hard.
That's what he said.
Thirder, you want to give it a try?
I don't know which ramp you're talking about.
One that's right over here.
So when we go up to like go to the next boss.
Yep. Over here by Skull. When you get close enough, you'll get an extra action button that changes, and then you just click that and it goes away. Willing to give it a shot? Alright. And Ed, if Serdar falls down or I fall down, you can be back up. Because, like, nobody was volunteering for adulting today. Yes.
I would, but I'm slow.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I have the slowest class in the game.
Yeah, okay, you're not doing it, Flame. That's just a big no. Everybody said they were ready, so let's move into position.
It was like fine when I did it on LFR, but LFR.
Right, exactly.
5, 4.
Oh, this is definitely gonna be a lie.
2, 1.
Yeah. Look at where I was when I hit the button.
Okay, tall one first. Burleys.
Yeah, good friends.
Dispels.
Help soak.
And make sure we're moving it in with those before we dispel. Or if you haven't, bring them in. Sentry. De-resolution, take it out. It's on Nalu. Burley. New sentry. A couple more swirlies, so if you want to get in the circle, you can. If you want to wait, you can. Dispel row and Serdar. The resolution, head out.
Ready to get in.
In the circle, in the
Oh,
circle.
you fuckers don't care.
In the circle! Ooh, ooh. Hey, get ready to switch to the round boy. Say again, sir. I couldn't hear you.
He got the deal. I'm supposed to take over to the
If you want to try this one, sure, go for it. But yeah, because yes, he does. New sentry. See it over there? It's called Exposed Core. Perfect. Really? Watch feet. Really's up. Don't have to get in yet. Bring Vince in and we can dispel. Send. Soak, soak. The resolution and 5. sure we're not standing in those swirlies. They hurt a lot. In the circle here.
Find shelter.
In. Same thing when this finishes. Round boy.
Help soak.
Oh, soak. We get to dispel gift. When we finish off these ones.
Help soak.
Round boy. Finish off the round boy. Okay, Serta's gonna grab that. Everyone else to the other round boy. We're gonna clean up the ads.
Target you.
Move in Nasa and Withers and we can get dispels.
Help Salazar and you. Run phase 2.
Focus those sentries first. Boss should be coming out. Mesh off the ad. Loosely spread around boss. Dodge all the things. Get L up, please.
Target you.
I did not touch all the things.
Run out.
If you get the Ed, move in. Transgress, move in. Because we don't want these to be out in the middle of nowhere.
Help soak.
Soak. Try to make sure to dispel Ed.
Help soak.
Make sure we're not standing in the swirlies also. This is just a whole lot of poo in. Still one ad up in the back here. Good. Disillusion coming in. Those things are going out of the group. Swirlies. Pyro Totem Fin. Out she go. Okay, Roach and Cheney move in. And dispel Roach.
Help soak.
Everyone with this disillusions up. Release. Disillusions up.
Help soak.
Soak. Get Itachi here.
Help soak.
Transgress, get him up. Release. About 6% to transition.
Target you.
Elle and Nasa move in. Good. We'll be transitioning soon. Everyone should stack. Stack on tanks. Stackity stackity. Here's her. Start to use your defense when we start getting about half health going. Dispel L.
Help soak.
As we soak, we can regroup and transgress. Let me dispel transgress here too.
Absent.
Then restack. Oh, get your defensives and your lock rocks.
Absent.
Soak. Just one in the back. I don't think there's a way to display you change, so it's just gonna fall off.
Okay.
2%. My tank's got it. Oh, and Gim's alive.
Oh.
Oh, no, he's not.
Absent.
Soak. Oh, that's a problem.
That sure is gonna be a problem.
Right, he's only doing 850% of his damage.
This is fine.
Now, we had about 4 people dead going into that last phase, so. How, Cheney?
Well, I have technically died once now.
1000% extra damage. I mean, you haven't even done a percent yet, though. That's really sad. Alright, we can give this another go. Yeah, we want to use those defensives more when he starts. So whenever he does that big AoE and like everybody drops, it gets increasingly more every time he does that core overload. So save your defensives and things for about when he takes, what, half your health every time.
So, Ro, there's a good chance I'm going to miss this pool. I think the internet's about to drop for, I don't know, a reboot on be probably 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes tops.
Why your internet randomly rebooting?
Oh, it's not random. It's a wife asked for a reboot. It's like her Peloton isn't connecting, but yet, you know, my game is. So it means Wi-Fi is down and my hard line is not. So
Gotcha.
reset.
Boots up. So very close to a one-shot, though.
It was.
Half courts hadn't died.
You know, I may or may not have stood in something that was bad.
So it's really hard. I mean, this fight is always hard to not stand in the swirlies, but with the creation sparks and the other stuff we're having to stand in, it's harder than it would have been, I think.
Unless somebody can beat me, it's my fault.
Yeah, it's all been. It's the way it is.
I got this. Oh, I don't got this.
Ha ha!
Oh, Pyro's got
Damn it. Damn it. It's okay, Pyro. We gotta stick together as priest.
Now, did you see my question?
Welcome, friend. My pleasure.
Let's see here, one sec. Did everybody eat food? So when we are 18, which we should be, but everybody just make sure we eat food. Let's try it with 3 and we'll see. It's terrible. I think most people died, except for that very last piece. From standing in poo. If you didn't put your oil back on, do that too. Or your flask. If you are Ro, please be better than Ro. Missing Ed. Surdor.
Looks like L's not being better than you, and So it's Totem.
Totem's offline, so I'll let him slack this time.
Ah, I'm better than you now.
Alright, I think everybody said they were ready, so let's come get in position. Aw, Channy lying to us again.
5, 5, 4, 4.
I feel like that's on, I don't know, somebody else. Whoever won the roll earlier, you know?
Running away from you. Alright. Watch your feet. Alright, let's move in Surtur and Gim, and then we'll get Dispel. But it goes off of where you are, so it's really helpful if you move it. Soak. And soak.
On you.
And then take that out. Also, sidestep everyone else. New sentry. Circles up, but swirlies, so be careful. Poke. And again. Get in a circle.
Find shelter.
Brown boy. Take that out. Soak. All at once. Soak. We're heading to X here. Oh dear. Alright, how about we just don't stand in a swirly. Let's try again.
What happened?
We've lost 4 people and we couldn't do it when we had 4 people for the whole fight, so. We'll just not stand in the circle and try again.
I am back.
That was why.
Yeah, Totem just didn't want us to kill it without him. Damn it, Totem.
Yeah, I rolled 100 without being there.
Find shelter. Help sir.
There we go.
Could I have a summon back, please?
Yep,
Somehow I ended up at Oribos. And I have a strange, like, pyramid hovering over my head.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, I got targeted by something that's supposed to target you, even though I'm standing in Oribos.
See, so it really was your fault because you weren't here to be the target. Just so you know, squirrels are not the only animals that sploot.
What does sploot mean?
I have no idea.
It's when they lay out flat on their stomach with all of their limbs outstretched.
Ah.
I didn't know there was a word for that.
My dog did that the other day when he came in from the rain.
Yeah.
It's a puppy, and it went limbs out and spitting across the kitchen floor. It's hilarious.
I bring out their food, their buffs, their stuff. Really, really, really watch your feet.
I lost my flask when I was out and back in, but I don't
You
think
should
it's gonna
have
matter.
drinking it first.
Yeah, but when she's yelling to get the Peloton thing fixed, I didn't think.
I mean, that's fair. It turns off all the brains. Alright, here we go.
5, 4, 4.
Oh, look at the timing of that pull.
2, 1.
Release. Dispel Row. Dispel Balder. All one. Watch Swirly. New Pellet. Circles up. Bad Swirly. You get aggro, bring it to tank. Your resolution in 3. Head to the center. Get a dispel on it. Your resolution out. Soak, and then we'll go in the circle. In you go. In you go.
Find shelter.
Would like to lodge a fucking complaint with these fucking guys.
I know. Get ready to switch to round boy.
Which, if I could do impressions, would have been in an Andor voice, but I can't, so.
Your resolution out. Soak. Oh boy. Oh. I'd say we missed 3 sparks.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was the
great.
pyramid thing that I had on me.
Yeah, I know. We gotta dispel it at safe times and not miss them. Or we all fall over. Try again. Yeah, dispelling them at the same time is hard because then we have run all over and so you can do one and then the other.
So if you have that on your head, you go towards like the tank.
Yeah, because it spawns kind of around you and we want the most number of people to be able to get into it.
Clever, Cheney.
And we can now. The problem is also paying attention to which person is in melee and who isn't, so. But I'm down with that. My healers want to take that responsibility.
We were Soka the same circle. I was like, I bet you won't notice this time.
I really didn't.
What is this?
I want to try going invisible transgress.
Find shelter.
Doesn't work.
Help sir.
It'll find a way to murder you eventually.
Yep. So, which healer wants to dispel first and which healer wants to dispel second?
I think Nala's faster than I am, so she could go first.
And then you'll get second.
Sure.
Really means that people who get the triangle, though, do need to make sure they are moving into melee. So that you're not off in the middle of nowhere. Alright, we got buff stuffs. Ready, check. Third order, Vincent, Cheney. Missing Vincent still. Oh, back in. Vin. Alright.
There he is.
Hey.
5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Sparks coming in. Move to melee.
Help, sir.
Okay.
Alderan.
Help, sir.
There's one under his toes.
The resolution, and then we're gonna get good. New sentry. Where are these?
Target you.
Where are they?
Help, sir.
Sparks.
Alderan.
On you. Run. Help, sir.
Oak. Then move. Get sentry.
Find shelter.
In the circle. Everyone in. Okay, getting ready for round. Round boy. The resolution up.
Help, sir.
Oh,
Soaks.
Throw in.
Help, sir.
soaks. Oh, nicely done.
Nice hustle.
Alright, onward. Folks.
Help, sir.
Manane, come in.
Help, sir.
Tall one. Oh, big boy's up. I don't know why big boy.
Yeah, that's
It's
weird.
not. It was the other guy inside of him. Yeah, it was just like literally inside of him, so it confused me.
Oh.
Do resolution out, El? That's how you really feel.
Find shelter.
Okay, Gollum, in the circle, in the circle, in the circle. Go, go. I would say wait till after this to dispel, because
You don't want it to spawn outside the...
Alright, should be good. Ready for round, boy? Soak. Round one. We're going over to the other one. Did that thing where it gets confused. Okay, move in. Oh, nose. Defensive. Soak. Well, I think this affix is stupid on the spot.
Yeah, it's surprisingly hard.
Can you put down the, let's not wipe it, I want to try something once we get the big round boy down. Move out.
Ouch.
Find shelter.
Get in, get in. Want to be able to get the round boy down so I can try something. Round boy. Any day now, mister. Alright. Okay. That works. Let's fall over now and try again because we have 6 people dead. So if you are carrying the ball and you get the creation spark, you need to put the ball down, come back to the group, and somebody else needs to go out and carry it because that murdered us right there.
I think Ed did hacks.
I didn't even know hacks were possible. Alright, let's try it again. Let's get regrouped. So, if you are a ball carrier and you get the little triangle pyramid thing over your head, use your extra action button to drop the orb and come back to the group, but call it out in Discord so somebody else can go get it. So like if Surtur's picking up the one at yellow, and halfway there he gets the little pyramid thing, he's going to push his extra action button, drop the orb on the ground, call it out, and either Ed or I can go out and pick it up and take it to the ramp. As it was so far away, we weren't ever getting to that. I think it must have expired.
Well, what killed me was the wave of disintegration.
Right, the problem was that then the you had the triangle on you, which meant the 3 orbs spawned where you were when you died, and it was too far away. Yeah. Sure, that works too. Everybody eat their food. Okay, thanks, Alex.
We're in Paris, Kentucky,
where
30-year-old Bass Webb has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. This surveillance video taken outside a Kentucky jail a week earlier captured the moment when Webb, a former inmate there, who served 3 months on assault charges, accelerated his car and tried to run over 2 jail employees.
Whirlies.
One man was able to get out of the way,
Target you.
but one man was injured after Webb's vehicle.
Move in with Sparks.
At his first court appearance before Judge
Second
Vanessa
set.
Dixon,
Upset.
Webb's bad behavior continued. Judge Dixon then informed Webb she's recusing herself from the trial because she knew the 2 jail employees he targeted with his vehicle.
Whirlies.
Watch again as Webb literally spit on the judge.
Whirlies.
Upset.
But this
Soaks.
incident is far from the last time Bass Webb will spit in the face of the law.
Be able to move in.
Upset.
While waiting to go to
Get
trial,
in, get
he
in.
and 4 other inmates
Then get in.
incited a riot inside the
In the
Fayette
circle.
County Detention Center.
Find shelter.
Make sure
After
you're
being
in.
shot with beanbag bullets,
Round boy's neck.
and hit in the neck by a pepper ball, Webb whips a metal
Round
telephone
boy.
box at a corrections officer.
Upset.
Soaks. Other one. Let's do it before we move. Soak.
This is capable of stopping them. Does not mean that is not ready
Sorry, I sort of accidentally clicked on it.
causing death or serious
Did my spazzing.
The thing, other guy's up.
Webb
Apparently.
was found guilty of
Okay.
third-degree assault
Round
and
boy.
sentenced to 15 years in prison.
Then we'll
And for his attempt to run over the 2 jail employees,
off to the third group here.
he was later found guilty of 2 counts of attempted murder and got an
Vetoed him
additional
down.
37 years. Bass Webb was facing a total of 52 years behind bars. But more disturbing accusations were on the way.
Upset.
While incarcerated, he was charged with the unsolved murder of an ex-girlfriend. Facing a possible death sentence if convicted at trial,
Murder.
Webb pled guilty to the murder and got an
Murder, are you in?
additional
Okay, we're good.
50 years.
Soaks.
Now, 5 years later, Bass Webb is back in court yet again after being charged with the murder of a different girlfriend nearly a decade earlier. Cold case came back to haunt him after a jailhouse tip led to the discovery of the woman's remains. This time, as he's let in, he reveals a new
I think it's time to
sinister
get to the
look.
circle, but I don't know because
Those
things
inmates.
are all
Soon,
thrown up.
yeah.
A closer look at Webb's recent head
Fine.
tattoos
Yep.
In you go, in you go,
reveals
in you go,
a
in you go.
demented murder hit list. It reads, "Those that must die."
I would say try to hold these
All
until
prosecutors,
we get
all
done with
cops,
this
immediate.
pain and
Below
suffering,
that,
so we don't
3
die.
rats have been scratched out, and many
Okay, should be
more,
good?
plus an
That's
X
it.
on the other side. Gruesome details emerge about how
Rambo.
Webb choked his then girlfriend
And
to
second
death,
set.
buried her body in a shallow grave.
The resolution of the group.
When the judge asked Webb to come forward, he remains seated and smiles. Finally, after more than a week
Finish
in the
off the
courtroom,
tall one.
the judge reads the jury's verdict.
Be rolling out here in a sec.
Phase 2.
Bass Webb is then sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years.
Move in, Surtur and Totem.
We head to Orlando, Florida.
Hold on, stop moving, y'all.
39-year-old Jeremy DeWitt.
Why not? Oh, thank you.
He's been charged with impersonating a police officer. DeWitt runs a company that provides private security escorts during funeral processions.
I'll get the light before the bridge.
Soak.
You get the light after the bridge.
It's a legitimate business that DeWitt is authorized to operate.
Get to me, get to me, get to me.
What he's
Finish
not
off the ads that are in the
authorized
back.
to do is
We get a res on courts
direct traffic.
and on somebody who isn't me.
Repo, take this intersection and keep this under control.
Weave
Watch
through
out.
traffic at illegal speeds.
This
Get
solution's out.
110 down this road.
Surtur and
Or,
Ed to the
most
front.
notably, pull over
Hey, pull over! Pull over!
and confront drivers while dressed somewhat like a real officer.
What are you doing?
It as well, Surtur too.
Look like I'm doing
So,
Get the over before you find out. Stop pretending you're police.
Really think overall people need to stand a little bit closer.
I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the out before you start talking.
With such blatant behavior, the local media gets wind of what DeWitt is up to. Before long, he appears
Really watch
on
those
the
swirly.
radar of the real police. And in 2019, after police
Solutions
observed him breaking traffic laws, he's arrested while working a funeral.
Watch out, it's gonna be in the pretty close.
When officers questioned DeWitt about the registration of his
Second set.
motorcycle, which comes up as stolen, he becomes livid.
Sergeant, my vehicle's not stolen, Sergeant. I can tell you right now, everything's being videotaped on my body cam, Sergeant. So, I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant.
Officers search DeWitt and find an arsenal of police gear, including handcuffs, mace, and a baton.
Because the Honda was stolen, and we got the tag tag from the organizer.
Roach, Boulder, and Itachi.
And then we registered it to that motorcycle.
But as DeWitt loudly attempts to
Give him
explain the
Nassus
situation, officers have had enough.
Oh dear.
Just chill. If it's an issue, we'll figure it out. But you screaming and yelling isn't going to change that. Well, just sit tight. Okay.
DeWitt's charged with impersonating an officer and released on bond. But while out on bond, police get a warrant for DeWitt's own body camera and find a wealth of incriminating footage, including more pullovers. And additional confrontations with drivers DeWitt considers interfering in his escorting a funeral procession.
Hi. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
You must have missed that it's 45 through there, and then you use the turning lane to cut through traffic. I understand you're in a nice car and everything, but let's be a little more mature the way we drive. Let's drive the right way then.
Are you a cop?
Don't worry about what I am, because I'm a state agent, so what you need to do is make sure you're doing the right thing, boy.
Be transitioning soon. Stack.
The driver pulls away.
Taro.
It doesn't take too long for DeWitt to catch up.
Magic Zone.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
You really probably could wait until more like losing half of our health. He's got like 15 stuff. Do more at that point, probably.
How's that?
Just for
I didn't
future.
pull you over. Did I make a traffic on you, boy? Come on, let's go, bitch.
DeWitt's arrested again and brought before the judge with 2 more charges of impersonating an officer.
You were arrested
And then
pursuant
regroup.
to a probable cause warrant for falsely impersonating an officer.
Once again, is released on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And restack.
Turns out DeWitt has quite a history of
Start
playing
rolling
cop.
through
He was
defensive.
convicted of the same charge back in 2001. But DeWitt can't seem to stay out of trouble. And after multiple arrests for impersonating an officer, he's back in court again.
Your name, sir? I'm sorry, Jeremy Charles DeWitt, Your Honor.
This time he's not here for being a fake police officer, but for failing to register a vehicle as a very real sex offender. In 2005, DeWitt was convicted of lewd or lascivious battery involving a victim
Oh, there's one in the
between
back.
12 and 15 years old.
Now, Mr. DeWitt, you're here today because you're arrested on an arrest warrant for a sex offender violation, failing to register as required. You're also out on bond on 5 charges of falsely impersonating an officer.
The state is requesting his bonds be revoked on his prior cases, giving the new law violation continued pattern of
Oh,
criminal
friggin'
activity.
close. I have to say it's interesting because this is the first time the affixes have felt like a frickin' affix.
Yep, I agree.
Even when we did heroics on the other raids, this was not quite so infuriating.
As for his
I'll
remaining
be trying to get to
impersonation
this last
charges,
2%.
until his trial begins, DeWitt remains
It's a lot though.
free
It's
on
like
bond.
1,100,000.
We go to Chattanooga,
Yeah, I'm
Tennessee.
out.
We're inside the Hamilton County Courthouse.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
either.
Donald Trivet.
Mine said was
He just entered the
fractured
building,
core was the
but
last
he has
thing,
no court
but it
business
wasn't
to
the
attend to.
only thing, and I'm
So why
not
is
sure
he
at all. It
there?
took out like 5
He
of
wants
us.
access to an office.
I have
So
no idea what it was.
He can take a shower. When told he doesn't have an office there, Trivet doesn't take the news well.
Do you know the point at which I'm talking about, Cheney?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what took us out?
That's what I was looking at. I think
3
it was having those
deputies
2
tried to
ads up.
restrain
You
Trivet,
guys, all of
who
you
sent one
got
of them to the
blasted.
floor.
And then Yeah, actually, it was almost
Finally,
entirely
he's taken
glass,
down.
and then just the radioactive
Deputies
core,
appear to
and
have things under
that was
control.
just a
But
slight
look
tipping point. It was
closely.
almost entirely the
You
blast.
can see Trivet reaching for the deputy's
I don't know if
side.
you guys were just
If he
Well,
grabs the
part of
gun,
closer than everybody else,
this
or
scuffle
Well, so the
could
other
turn
problem was
deadly.
honestly when we had I know we want to get like positioned, but if we've got the sparks up,
thinking
we need to
Vale
just stop and deal with
releases
them
the
and then keep
magazine from the
moving
weapon.
because people were moving, but the ads were up, but I couldn't reach them, and so there was a
Even
whole
against 3 men.
situation.
Trivet
they were
continues
being
to
weird
fight.
because I did put a silence on them and they did not come in.
Eat food. Let's try again.
By now, a dozen officers have arrived
I
on
actually,
the scene.
so I know like it is frustrating
As a
that we're wiping on the
precaution
boss
to
over and over,
prevent
but I actually
officers
think
from
it's
being
kind of fun when it actually feels
A
like
hood is
an
placed over
affix.
Trivet's head, and he's taken away in handcuffs.
Yeah, we're
Trivet's
getting there.
charged with aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and resisting arrest.
We had almost everybody
No
alive
officers
up
were
until that
seriously
part where
injured
we
during the
exploded
incident.
from the ads. So. Hold on, I'm gonna go res the lazy tank here.
I could relieve.
Oh, you're right here. You're right here. It's fine.
Overseeing a divorce hearing.
She's already walked in the middle of the room.
Yeah, there's so, like I can't even imagine trying to be a healer and dispel in this fight. Like there is so much happening, and the timings and the.
Yeah, find a good time. What you mean is find a not horrible time.
They're also harder to see on this boss because everything is a gold circle sparkle.
Except for the Social Security.
I had a couple times where I saw it just a second too late to actually get there, that there wasn't somebody in it.
Well, and let's also just preface this with, if there's a creation spark swirly in a bad thing, in a line, in a whatever, let one person with a defensive stand in it, not all 5 of us, because we'll kill 5 people rather than just 1.
On one side is Benjamin Taylor,
But you didn't even tell Quartz it was his job.
and on the other is his soon
Yes, people really, the minute we get those triangles, get in, because it's really hard when we are so spread out. Alright, let's do it. We got this. We got this.
Wait, am I getting the second one?
Back after everything was finished.
I mean, Elle pretty much voluntold you, didn't she?
Awesome. Alright, sounds good.
I mean, to be fair, Elle, Quartz has died more than you.
Yes, I can't even keep myself alive.
I don't even know when a good time is. I'm willing to do it, but it'd help.
Serta, are you ready?
Broken
Oh, come on.
She has been a little bit. Some of the time.
Yes, that's very
Nala's gonna take it from me. She's like, I can do
So he
both.
decides to do a quick courtroom poll to prove his point.
Oh, that's true.
Serta, move in, Serta.
Everybody gets it.
Serta!
Security.
I will 100% relinquish that to the brilliant
Alvarez, however,
office.
disagrees, based on her own experience.
No, I don't get it.
Who also has the calmest raid leading voice ever?
She does.
This
NPR did rate.
says
Well, actually, that's that. Who was that?
Nasa, move in.
Well, when did you become an illegal alien?
I don't know, but we probably shouldn't talk about it right now.
Right. Prior. It was prior.
Alvarez is taken aback by the judge's comment. Not only is she of Hispanic descent, but she's also the former president of the Hispanic Bar Association of New Jersey.
Judge,
Wave coming in. Sentry up. Watch this swirly.
If you mean it, I'm always listen to me.
As Judge Convery tries to backpedal,
New
Alvarez
sentry
moves
coming up.
forward, right out the door.
Target you.
Then comes the awkward silence. Alvarez returned to the courtroom 10 minutes later. Judge Convery apologized, but the damage had been done. Alvarez later filed a misconduct complaint against Judge Convery.
They're
which,
so
along
hard to
with
see.
other public complaints led to a public reprimand by the New Jersey
Wave.
Supreme Court.
Make sure we take it out.
Find shelter.
In we
Next, we're in
go.
Las Vegas, Nevada, for a bond revocation hearing for a defendant accused of violating his parole. A year earlier, 35-year-old Michael McDonald was released on bond. He awaited trial for charges including burglary, forgery, and perjury.
Pyro and Vin be close.
The criminal charges stem from
50
a
round
long
boy.
and contentious divorce and custody case that ended with his ex-wife being granted a no-contact order to keep McDonald away from her and their 2 children.
And move.
Now, as he awaits trial on criminal charges, the state argues he violated his parole when he violated that no contact order.
One of his release conditions was to have no contact with the individual, his ex-wife. Approximately a month ago in June, he then mailed a number of items to his wife's address.
The items mentioned were actually gifts addressed to his children. McDonald's lawyer claims his client didn't know sending the items violated the no contact order and argues he should be allowed to remain out on bond until his upcoming
And
trial.
again, move in.
You sent 2 gifts, that's it.
Oak said raw fire May.
Make sure we're moving in with them, please.
I mean, they were, depending on where your inn was.
Yeah.
Actions is an innocent mistake.
On the tanks is what I mean
Judge
by
Kathy
it.
Hardcastle knows the history of
The
the
man that
case
can get them too.
and isn't buying it.
Alright, everybody in the circle.
Constantly violated orders. He would always insist that the order said something else.
Find shelter.
The judge
Big
also
pains.
cites McDonald's history of unstable
Wait,
behavior
the
during his
spell
divorce
till we're up.
that ultimately led to the no contact order being granted.
I was the one who found that he was a potential danger to his children because he lied to the court about surrendering his weapons.
One.
After he'd been ordered to surrender his weapons and
Round boy.
and
soaks.
tracking device on his wife's vehicle.
And move.
And so I'm seeing
You get the other round boy?
type of conduct, and it's
Oh, yeah.
an obsession.
Apparently
By the
they
time they
move.
Yeah, they do move if we're completely out of range.
Not sure that
Something new. Finish these guys off. These new shooty bad boys. Very bad.
Sure, we are interrupted.
I've got a pretty. I got a tall boy.
Yeah, you do.
That McDonald did indeed violate
Back.
the conditions of his
Can't
parole.
get stuff yet.
2 court marshals approached McDonald with handcuffs.
Put your hands behind your back.
It's unclear what McDonald is trying to say to the judge as he pulls his arms away.
Or shoot ads.
Is that McDonald is not ready to cooperate.
Back, please.
Still one ad real far back.
I'm getting it. Alright. Finish off the third order in courts. Out you go. Everyone else should be near the feet. Zook.
Assistance in 15 charge. Yes.
As you can hear, McDonald's attorney calmly tries to get him to settle down. But as he continues to resist, even with the threat of being tased,
Disillusion
his lawyers
soon.
had enough.
Mike, put the handcuffs on. I'll put them on myself.
Boulder Itachi Pyro out.
I'm on your side, Mike. Put your out of line.
As additional officers come to restrain McDonald, he continues to plead
And
his
move in.
case.
Transgress
I
move
just
in.
want to see my kids now getting prosecuted as an enemy of the state. I just want. I've done nothing.
Back to the bottom.
Transgress is always
Ed, move in.
McDonald was found guilty of
That's
multiple
fair.
counts of burglary
I know.
and perjury in relation to his divorce case and was sentenced to 24 to 68 months in Nevada State Prison with credit for 215 days
Watch
service.
out.
And for refusing to be handcuffed during the hearing.
Boy, they just keep rolling, huh? There you go.
Yeah,
McDonald
they
was
do.
charged of
Dissolution
resisting
also
an officer.
soon. Damn Totem Withers out.
I've been told that the jury's reached a verdict. Is that correct?
Watch your swirly. Rowan Withers in.
I'm moving really slow.
I'm in.
And
Other people out. I'm into it. Well, good job. Split.
Next, we head to Batesville, Mississippi for the verdict in the trial of Quentin Tellis, the 29-year-old's charged with capital murder in the death of Jessica Chambers.
Swirlies.
Chambers, who was only
5%
19,
transition.
was doused with gasoline.
Do we want to get
in her own car.
NASA up for
Tellis
the?
admitted being with Chambers the night
Yes.
she was
Yes, we
killed
do.
and claimed they had a sexual relationship, but he denied any involvement in her death.
Pyro in.
On the night she was killed, Chambers can be seen on surveillance footage at a gas station.
Okay.
Help soak.
Folks.
About 90 minutes later, firefighters
Use the other one on
responded to a call
quartz.
about a burning car.
Embarrassing.
They arrived, they found Chambers still alive.
All the way to the back.
98% of her body. First responders
Wait, I have a soul stone.
Before being airlifted
Okay.
to the hospital, she told them her attack.
Everyone else stacked in the bubble.
She died the next day. Police investigated the Eric lead, but found no suspects with that name. Instead, using cell phone.
I'd say probably about the time he gets to 15 stacks is probably when we want to start rolling Stan in the thing.
He was charged with capital
Nah.
murder.
Offensive things.
He pled not guilty. His attorney focused on the naming of Eric.
Oh, I was just
who
looking at
doubted
how
the
much
state's case.
health people were losing.
Oh. Well, there was some other stuff going on there. But so it's based on, like,
The trial lasted
the other
6
thing. I think we
days
can
and
do
the
it a
jury
little late
deliberated
still.
for 10 hours before
Something
reaching
else
a
weird
verdict.
happened that time. But
If
I
convicted,
understand the
Tellis
panic.
could be
What had that
sentenced to
panic?
death.
Oh, mother of goodness sakes. That was such a hard second half.
Was.
Told the jury's reached a verdict. Is that correct?
Let me get a mass res for the people who are dead. Really good job, guys. That was not easy.
Agree on that verdict.
Yes, sir, we did.
Yeah,
Hand the
interesting.
verdict, please, to the court. To the clerk. Excuse me.
Been able to really ignore the affixes.
It is sadly stop time, so people don't have to run forward.
We all did agree on it.
Sir?
You said we all agreed on that verdict. We did.
All 12. The verdict has to be unanimous.
Anybody else have loot they don't want or need? We haven't been able to trade a lot of the 291s yet, but
Is that what you're telling me, sir?
anyone?
So close.
The courtroom is stunned because the jury must unanimously agree on the verdict, be it guilty or not guilty. So the jury's ordered back to their room to discuss the case further.
1 second. Got a few pieces to roll on, so don't everybody take off just
20
yet.
agonizing minutes.
Anyone
the
else?
jury returns.
Once again, I've been informed that the jury has reached a verdict. Is that correct?
Oh, Balder did it. Okay, I thought Ed had quit loving me all of a sudden.
No fair! Angel cheater!
Or you can't throw it to him when he's an angel?
No!
Okay, that is cheating.
Please read the verdict.
Here are the two pieces.
Jury found the defendant.
One is cloth
Cordell
feet,
Tellis,
291.
not guilty of capital
Cloth
murder.
feet versus mastery.
As family members on both
Those are
sides
stupid
try to
pieces.
contain their emotions, the prosecution asked that each juror
'Cause they're
be
not
polled
leather.
individually, just to be sure.
Yeah. Anyone else? Nier has currently got an
This
8.
trial is
Bad.
not over yet.
I've never been so happy that I lost a roll.
I was gonna say. Anyone else before I give it to Nira? This next one is a male piece. So 291 male head.
Confusion remains. It seems that although the jury is claiming its verdict is not guilty,
That was embarrassing. I did die a lot.
people in the courtroom were taking notice of the situation.
Just couldn't figure it out because you don't normally die.
I was like, really?
The judge
Really? Here?
Any other rolls for the headpiece?
And gets the same result.
Are you
Looks
sure you
like
two
that.
don't need an intervention?
We always need an intervention.
I think whoever pulled this deserves a lot of minus DKP.
Wait,
Alright.
totally just run away.
Yeah, you should totally just run away.
I don't know why the
Let me
verdict was
trade
not
people.
Did
reached
you
as
do
well.
that, Jamie?
Upon further
I believe
investigation,
actually
it was
technically
determined that
courts you ran in
confusion stemmed from their
first.
instructions, which incorrectly stated
Definitely was
a
courts.
unanimous vote needed for a guilty verdict only.
Itachi runs faster than me.
But the jury had to be unanimous
I
for.
don't know why anybody went that way anyway, I
So the
have
judge
to
reiterates
say.
The verdict must be unanimous.
Have it?
And sends them back a third time to work.
I
through
didn't,
their
but when I
differences.
saw you go down, I was like, man, I gotta go up there and save everybody.
Consider your verdict, deliberate, and please
Itachi, don't let me
Fool's
forget.
errand.
I really good job, guys. That first boss was whew. Alright, so if you missed bosses last week for your slime cat, send me a message. What we'll do, the plan right now is to start on Heroic Tuesday, Thursday, and then on Sunday we'll do whatever bosses we didn't do for the slime cat and for the 10 kills or whatever so that we can get that done for people.
Alright, where you stand in a row, I gotta get my loot.
And this is back to Nathria, right?
What loot do you think you won? Oh, you did get a 21. See, this is why people need to
Yeah,
come
the
right
last,
outside the door.
last girl.
Yeah, I saw the Itachi with the 20, and I didn't catch your 21. I'm right outside the door, though.
North Carolina, where Judge James Hill is
And then if you are planning to do Mythic Plus tomorrow, make sure you're signed up. I will make groups in the middle of the afternoon. It's going to be a doozy because they're like all new dungeons. Well, they're not new dungeons. They're old dungeons. But they're new to us, and it's going to be hard. So come prepared to learn and practice and grow and all those things.
And if you use the dungeon weak auras, you're going to have to get the weak auras from DFA and Legion and...
Yes, lots of dying.
She withheld his son from him.
So much dying.
Seeking permanent custody. And the judge? Well,
yes. Maybe not necessarily in those order, but yes, definitely. So much dying. Night all. See everyone tomorrow.
Night, everybody.
Night. Yep, you win this round. It was really good going, though. I gotta give you that one.
Noticed you were running away. I was like, not today. Not at my house. Y'all have a good night.
Alright.
But he was. What's important is
I just got...
and you don't need to see two adults acting like idiots. Did I say the word idiots?
He did. 3 times. Afterward, Judge Hill turns his attention towards Rashana.
I have no doubt that you have withheld that little boy. Don't you look at me. You say one more word, you gonna get. You say one more word, you gonna go to the Durham County Bed and Breakfast today. You say one more word. All right. Deputy Neville, she's got 24 hours to get the court to run her mouth as soon as we get done. All right, you got 48 hours. You will say it again. She's got 48 hours now, Deputy.
Rashana eventually quiets down, and finally, after 3 heated days in the courtroom, the judge delivers his decision.
Both parents are fit and proper persons to have custody of the minor child. I mean, joint custody.
Just say, I can't do this. This is a disgrace. What you guys are doing, you need to let your son for 9 months. You're going to raise your son. You're a drunk. You have a mistress. You have no one who doesn't do anything for everything. I take care of my family's business, and I keep waiting because he chooses to be in his son's life whenever he feels like it.
As officers try to restrain her, Morrison's brother, Sherrod Smith, comes forward from the back of the courtroom. At first, he tries to help by calming down his sister. But when that doesn't work, Rashana throws a bailiff a right hook. Big brother's caught in the middle. Officers try to restrain him, but he sends one of them flying. Meanwhile, the judge makes a quick exit. As one deputy fights to gain control of Morrison, another puts her brother in handcuffs. And here come even more officers to shut things down. As Morrison and Smith are taken away, a third person is also restrained in the back of the courtroom. Their mother.
You should have videoed it. It's okay. You should have videoed this.
Smith and his mother are hit with 48 hours in jail for resisting a public officer, while Morrison receives 30 days. Morrison and her husband now have a joint custody agreement. Judge James Hill received a public reprimand by the North Carolina Supreme Court for improperly exercising his contempt powers, failing to maintain order and decorum, and making inappropriate comments.
David Hall.
Next, we go to a bond hearing in Broward County. Judge John Hurley presiding. The defendant is David Hall, a sovereign citizen who basically believes that certain laws don't apply to him.
Mr. Hall has declined the services of the public defender, Your Honor.
Hall is here for driving under the influence and driving with a suspended license.
Mr. Hall, DUI, expired driver's license.
Good morning, Judge.
As soon as the judge attempts to read the charges, Hall begins interrupting.
Sir, I haven't said for the court how I'm appearing today,
Well,
sir.
I'm not asking you yet. Just give me a moment, all right? I need to look at your record.
Turns out Hall is currently out on bond for 2
Okay.
previous charges of driving with a suspended license. But that's not going to stop him from trying to make his case.
Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Okay. Okay. Could you get Mr. Hall for me then, sir? Where is he?
I go by that name, sir. My name sounds exactly like the defendant's, and I'm here to settle that matter today.
So are you and David Hall one and the same person?
I'm not a person, I'm an individual. David Hall is a person, I am a private individual.
Hall's legalese is unconventional, to say the least, but the judge allows him to continue.
May I say something else for the record, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
I appear here today as the settler, agent, not the person, but the individual. And I don't think I should you understand the difference between a person and an individual.
Agent, and you're the individual, but you're not the person. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct.
I'm going to write that down.
Judge Hurley is unfazed by Hall's attempt at a Jedi mind trick and begins to turn the tables.
Here's what we're going to do. The settler, the agent, the individual, and maybe even the person, David Hall, has been charged with DUI. So today, the court's going to set the settler, the agent, the individual's bond, and even the person's bond today at $10,000 because the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person continues to drive without a driver's license.
Hall's new bond is $10,000, but because this charge is a violation of his original bond, all versions of David Hall must remain in jail unless he can come up with the cash.
Both cases will cause the settler, the agent, the individual, and even the person, David Hall, not to be able to be released from the Broward County Jail until further notice of the court. So,
may I post bond, sir?
Now it's Judge Hurley's turn to have some fun.
Well,
is there any other?
Are you asking me as the settler, the agent, the individual, or are you asking me as the person?
Sir, I'm asking as the individual appearing before you today, the opportunity.
Who are you speaking on behalf of right now?
Sir, I don't understand that question. I believe that.
A few of the officers suffer minor injuries, and Guzman is hit with additional bond hearing, where his bail was
$1,000 because the settler, the agent.
May I post bond for you today?
Charged with making terroristic threats and stabbing a man. He was just in court at his bond hearing, where his bail was set at $100,000. Watch as the deputy escorts the men to the bus. There's Zayas Martinez. Like the other defendants, he's wearing handcuffs. But his feet are free, so he decides to use them. Let's take a closer look. Zayas Martinez makes a break for it just beyond the grasp of the second deputy, and the officers immediately give chase. But one quickly stops, deciding to stay with the remaining prisoners. Zayas Martinez makes it to the parking lot. One of the deputies isn't far behind. He'll need to pick up the pace, though, if he wants to close the gap. Despite the deputy trying to head him off, Zayas Martinez manages to stay one step ahead. It looks like he's just hopped a fence. And with that, he could be home free. Not quite. Later that day, a sheriff's deputy gets some help from a concerned citizen who tells the man he's after hiding beneath her house. Zayas Martinez is captured and taken back to the courthouse, where his original bond is increased to $500,000, and he faces an additional charge of third-degree escape. Next, we go to a pretrial hearing in Louisville, Kentucky. The defendants are Mario and Jose Guzman, who are out on bond in connection with drug charges. Sitting behind the defense table is Mario's wife, Samantha Ayala. Today, the Commonwealth is asking to increase Mario's bond because of new charges, including second-degree burglary, tampering with evidence, and possession of marijuana. According to the prosecution, these offenses are a violation of his bond agreement. Hearing the motion is Judge Mary Shaw.
Your Honor, in your order, it specifically says no further violations of the law. He picked up new charges. He violated the law.
But the defense is arguing the bond should not be raised because the burglary charge is thin since the victim skipped town.
They don't have the victim because he left town because he's a drug dealer.
The Commonwealth is asking to raise Guzman's bond from $500 to $15,000, which the defense argues is too high.
I mean, we might as well say $100,000 full cash, Judge. It's an amount that Mr. Guzman can't post. That's not the purpose of bond. The purpose of bond is to make sure that someone comes to court.
After several minutes disputing prior testimony, the judge is ready to announce her decision.
I agree. New charges obviously have been picked up. Current bond is not appropriate. It will be $5,000 full cash.
If Guzman can't come up with the new amount, he'll be sent to jail as he awaits trial. A bailiff is ready to take Guzman away, but he has other ideas. Let's take another look. Guzman makes a desperate break for the door. Jose Guzman begs the judge for help.
He's okay. He's okay.
After the deputy deploys his taser, Guzman's wife, Samantha, becomes inconsolable. Court officers wrestle Mario to the ground as Jose shouts instructions.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm talking about... Shut up! No.
No, my baby's sick.
Samantha is so distraught, officers place her in handcuffs.
She's sick.
Deputies finally remove Guzman from the courtroom. A few of the officers suffer minor injuries, and Guzman is hit with additional charges: 3 counts of attempted assault and criminal mischief. And his bond is increased another $2,500 for a total of $7,500.
St. John.
Next, we take you inside the Harris County Courthouse in Houston, Texas. It's January 2021. The defendant is David St. John, who's in court for aggravated sexual assault of a child and felony possession of a weapon. St. John took a teenage girl to a hotel, then he allegedly raped her. The 39-year-old already had 6 felony convictions to his name and was out on bond for 3 other charges when the attack occurred. One of his pending charges was possession of the gun that was later used during the alleged assault.
You are charged with the aggravated sexual assault of a child older than 14 but younger than 17.
As the charges are being read, St. John seems a bit shifty. Then, completely unattended, he walks to the front row.
Did you learn your lesson? Did you learn your lesson? Did you learn your lesson? Get on the panic button. Did you learn your lesson? Did you learn your lesson?
St. John repeats the question, "Did you learn your lesson?" before cold-cocking the man. The victim takes off as an officer rushes over and tackles St. John.
Call someone.
So was I. What's the problem? Sit down, man. Sit down. You learned your lesson. Hey!
Even as he's being cuffed, St. John continues to offer advice.
You need to learn your lesson so you don't end up like me. Get up. Get up.
We don't have a panic button.
It's unclear why St. John attacked the man, but as he's escorted out, he makes a final comment.
Don't end up like me.
The victim of the attack seems to walk away unscathed.
Are you okay, Mr. Randall?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
And there were no additional charges brought against St. John. He remained in jail while awaiting his trial.
Don't end up like me.
Matthew Miller.
Now to Miami, Florida, where a bond hearing is underway for 43-year-old Matthew Miller. The previous day, Miller left a gruesome scene at a grocery store after he stabbed 2 people inside. The reason for the bloodshed?
So he stabbed somebody over a chicken Caesar salad that he was selling.
Yes, you heard correctly.
So he stabbed some
Aggravated battery and was sent to a mental health facility for treatment.
What would ever possess you to take someone to a crack house?
Next, we're in Mount Clemens, Michigan, the sentencing hearing of Janice Morgan. The 45-year-old previously pleaded
the right-wing politics, the show is very anti-government. The show is very pro-personal and individual liberty and freedom over government overreach. The Alliance are like nebulous busybodies just trying to get in everyone's way. However, I think to stop at that point requires a very uncharitable reading of the text that has to ignore some specific component parts. I think a lot of the sort of shadows of the Confederacy and the Brown Coats can be chalked up less to the show's politics and more to the show's genre. Firefly is a Western, and so the influence that it takes from the Western genre means that
I'm looking for some models to draw. If you want to be drawn, duet this video. This is the type of shit I do. I am a man who likes color and dark themes. So
guilty to possession of a controlled substance after police found cocaine in her car. Morgan claims the drugs weren't hers, and instead that they belonged to a friend who she'd just driven to a drug house.
I don't do drugs. I haven't done drugs since I was a...
I would never bring my mother to... She's not here because she doesn't is a convicted felon.
Patient.
Your bond on count 1 is $100. There's no additional charge for count 2. To be held no bond on the Dade County violation of probation.
Why'd I get a trespass?
Despite his microphone being turned off, Torres continues to question his trespassing charge.
I assume the microphone's off by design, Mr. Romero.
Your Honor, he's wanting to know the nature of the probable cause determination for count 2 on the trespass.
The nature? I found probable cause, if that's what you mean. Excuse me? Turn the mic on. No, bring him back.
Come on, bring him back on.
Look, Your Honor.
After the insults, Torres decides to hit the judge with something else. A couple of verses.
Are you ready? So we study like we friendly, cause you know I gotta do it, man.
To you today, guilty, not guilty, no contest. What plea would you enter?
I'm not guilty.
So far, so good. The judge sets bond for the 2 charges at $15,000. His only condition is that Burks not be in contact with the victims, which could be difficult since she shares a home with McCrae.
No contact means you can't call him, you can't write him, you can't text him, you can't email him, can't leave a message on some social media, you can't go visit him. If you go someplace, even though